Up next on the Tesla Plaid channel.
Porsche Taycan Turbo S here. We've also got a Hyundai IONIQ5 inline.
All right,
Spinning ain't winning. And like my shirt says, if you wait for green, you're too late.
Come on, that's the first time I've seen you lose.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Welcome back to Tesla Plaid channel. We're on Leadfoot City, November 15th, 2025. We got a long day of racing today. We're racing here. We're racing over at Showtime as well later tonight. Got some interesting cars out here tonight. There's a Porsche Taycan Turbo, just around a mid-6 here in the 8th mile. We should be faster than that. We got a Mustang next to us. Oh man, that Camaro was all over the track. We're gonna have to find some traction, and I don't think it's right there. It might be over here. All right, let's see if we can run a 599 out here tonight. This is our best chance right now. We're at 89% battery state of charge, and 3 minutes till peak performance ready. Here we go. Nice and shallow. Now. Saw a 70 reaction time up on the board. Felt like a strong launch. A little bit of chirping from the tires, not too much. Still says 2 minutes till peak performance, but that's just right. How's it going? Maybe not a 599, but 6060.
Not bad.
608, thank you. 608, great place to start. We're gonna make our passes pretty much back to back out here. So on that first pass, we ran a 608 with a 4 at 118.99, just about 119 miles an hour with a 71 reaction time, a 148.60 foot, and a 401 to half track. Good place to start. So why was that pass a 608 instead of a 599? Well, traction. You could hear the chirping. Everything's going to be a little warmer on this pass. We're at 87% battery charge, so it's not like we're topped off. Alright, this Mustang next to us has a lot of stickers on it. That must mean it's fast, right? Look at all those stickers. Looks like we're about 2 minutes till peak performance. We launched with 87%. Alright, we want a bottom 6 on this pass. All right, 2 minutes till peak performance here. Don't know if we'll get all the way into launch control though. Let's start. Let's start. Alright, that's 2 Mustangs up and 2 Mustangs down. We were out here a few weeks ago with our old Tesla 2019 Model S dual motor performance model, and we had a number of competitive races, all running around 7.0 to 7.10. So our 2019 Model S has been down the drag strip over 1,000 times, and its 1,000th pass was the fastest pass it ever made, 10.4 to 125. Over 1,000 passes on this car, still going strong. Our 2019 Model S performance. This car's got some miles on it, as you can see here, 73,708, and over 6 years old. The Plaid doesn't seem to be all that welcome out here because we just beat everybody by 10 car lengths again and again and again. It's very hard to get a competitive race unless it's something we set up ahead of time, like our buddy David in the Hellcat Cuda. We even ran a 599 out here not too long ago. But tonight, it's the 2019 Model S Performance Ludicrous Mode Raven. This car is still really fun to drive. This has become the daily driver for my wife and I. Great to have a 10-second daily driver. This car is done 10.4 in the quarter mile out of Bradenton. It's nowhere near the 9:15 at 152 that we ran in the Plaid. Got a Hyundai IONIQ5 inline. These are good for 690s. All right, Honda. And we had a number of competitive races, all running around 7.0 to 7.10. It's hard to get competitive races in this car though. Yeah, I lost a lot of traction on that. 155 60 foot. Ran a 617 at 118.88. So mile an hour, almost the same, but we lost about a tenth on the ET and on the 60 foot almost entirely to traction. All right, our first competitive race tonight is going to be Mel's Camaro. 434 cubic inches here. So there's no doubt that Mel's Camaro is going to be running bottom half of the sixes. It's a big tire beast to the size of the loose stick. It's going to be a fun race. Should be close. All right, we're down to 85%, but we are at peak performance ready. About to line up with the big tire Camaro here. 434 cubic inches of power on some really big slicks on that narrowed rear end there. Okay, our only chance is if we get a good launch. Okay, we need a good tree as well. Spin. I had the reaction time, but I just could not get out of that hole. Maybe I should have pedaled it, but experience has shown the letting traction control do its job is usually the better bet.
That has been your closest run so far.
Yeah, but spinning ain't winning. I was just back there spinning the tires that whole way.
Really?
Oh, big time. I'm off by half a second. I ran a 608, now it's a 651. Yeah, it was on the 60 foot. That's too bad. But it was somewhat close, and I had a decent reaction time. Oh, he red lit.
Yeah.
I didn't realize he red lit.
Yeah.
Exactly. Well, sometimes you need a little luck. I thought we pulled out a decent tree. We did, 28. But while I was spinning, he was red lighting. Let's look at this ticket here. So we ran a really mediocre 651 at 116.4 with a 166 60 foot and a 438 to half track. Remember, we were 401 to half track on that first pass, so we lost more than a third of a second there. Meanwhile, on the other side of the ticket, Mel had a 49 reaction time negative, so that red light cost him the race. He had a 142 60 foot and a 406 to half track. Compare that to the 401 to half track that we ran in our first race, and a 631 at 109.09 miles an hour for Mel's Camaro. And we were catching up, but just spun a little bit too much there at the beginning, but his red light gave us the lucky victory. That was fun. Let's talk to Mel.
I don't know what I gotta do to stop red lighting, but
Yeah.
I did exactly the same thing as I do at Gainesville. Yellow comes on, just as it comes on, I go to button, I can red twice.
Yeah, and you were off by about the same amount. You said you were 50 before, you were 49 on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess I'm gonna have to let it come on and
Yeah.
stay on.
Well, I wasn't able to catch up to you. I was spinning really bad. So I mean, on my first pass, I was 608 with a 148 60 foot and a 401 to half track. But on that pass, I was 438 to half track with a 166 60 foot and a 651 at the end. So I lost almost a half a second versus my first pass. That right lane has been all street tires all night, and there's just no glue left on it. It's like a no prep track. I'll see you in a bit, Mel.
Okay, take care.
Thanks for the race, man. Fun.
11:32. 61 miles an hour.
All right. How many passes have you made so far?
Two. The last one was without launch control.
Were they about the same?
No, the last one without launch control was a 6.7. First one was 6.6.
6.6 and 6.7. All right. All right. Well, let's see if you get a better launch this time.
Going up against.
All right. Let's see what the Taycan can do here. He might just catch that.
Away with a 5 off the line. 653.
687.
It's looking light so far. 104 miles an hour for the Camaro.
They both run 104 mile an hour.
7 with 104.
All right, they re-prepped the track. Let's see how much better it might be. We're gonna try that right lane yet again. We'll line up with the Porsche Taycan Turbo S here. He's running mid-6s. We ran 650 something on our last pass, so could be a competitive race. Let's see how it shakes out
The fast car.
with some new prep. He assures me he's gonna use the launch control on this pass. Oh, it's all Porsche. All right, we're finally lining up with the Porsche. We're at 83% battery state of charge, should be enough. We just hit peak performance ready. 2 minutes remaining usually gives us our best runs. All right, let's do this right. Getting deep into launch control here. I'm gonna wait for the light to turn green. I don't think I'm gonna catch him. I don't think I'm gonna catch him. Oh my goodness, we were spinning the whole way down. Spinning ain't winning.
No,
That was horrible, I was just spinning. I think we'll try to do a rematch. Could you hear it? That was horrible. That's the most I can remember ever spinning in this car. It was just squeak. Hey, let's try it again. Yeah. I think I gave you a little bit too much of a head start. Let's try it once more. Yeah, that was just too much of a head start. Interestingly, it says he has a 0.00 reaction time. So was he actually perfect on that light? Crazy if he was. We waited for green, so we are 471. That's almost a half a second we gave him. He beat us to the 60 foot as we were spinning. He even beat us to the 330, but we ran a 655 to his 674. We were doing 117 to his 104, but that was too big of a head start. But according to this ticket, Sam in the Porsche had a perfect reaction time. We'll talk to him about it after this rematch, but we gotta have the rematch first. I guess we could make it best 2 out of 3, but if he wins the next one, that's it. I'm done. If I can win this next one, then we should do the tiebreaker out at Showtime tonight. Wouldn't that be cool? Yeah, we want a rematch.
Come on, that's the first time I've seen you lose.
I gave him too big of a head start. I told him I'd give him a little bit of a head start. I gave him too much. I thought we timed it just right for 2 minutes remaining, and then somebody breaks on the track.
All right, looks like you might have popped the CD axle on that one.
No head start this time. I have to find a different line than that last race. I tell you, that was horrible. Wait. Okay, we'll just try that. Oh. Red lit, just barely. Saw me screwing around there in the starting line. But hey, just like that, looks like he won 2 out of 3, eh? Even though we had the better ET on both races, shows how important the tree is. We gave him too big of a head start the first race, and we just barely read that there by 0.01. That's okay.
You red lit.
It was fun, I know, it was a tiny bit, but it was fun.
I know.
So looking at that ticket, we ran a 663 at 115.95. I did pedal it that time, and I didn't even use launch control, of course. I just rolled into it, but rolled a little bit early with that red light. 173.60 foot, I think it's my worst of the night. We out-OT'd him. It's only showing 72 miles an hour on his side. That's odd. We got to figure out what was going on with some of these numbers, but yeah, really odd. All right, congratulations, man. You beat me at 2 out of 3. You're getting traction and I'm not. So
yeah, I think that's where the difference is. Because
yeah, that's the way the ball bounces.
Number 3 now.
Well, yeah, we can do number 3. Just maybe we trade lanes. You want to trade lanes?
I'm okay with that.
Okay, and we'll go off the tree. And we'll both try not to red light. Okay. And we'll try to get a clean race. Okay. And if we both go at the right time, we'll kind of see what the real difference is between the cars.
Yeah,
all right. Cool. All right, Sam. Cameras are on the wrong side of the car, unfortunately. We'll have to watch it on these cameras. Oh, there's traction on this side of the track. Total traction over here. Man, you can see the glue still. Everyone's going in the groove. Okay, this is going to be a different kind of run for us, but we still got to get properly staged and all the rest of it. Okay. Now, here we go. Well, you got him all day long here. You had a good reaction time. Now, here we go. We got him all day long here. You had a good reaction time. Now, peak performance ready. You know we were going to keep on doing that until I beat him, right?
I know it. I know
I got him that time.
it. I don't get it.
606 at 119. His 694 at 103. And it's lane choice for you. Okay, so now we're down to 78% battery state of charge after that. And that was actually our fastest pass of the entire day. And our best mile an hour of the day, 119.6. 60 foot, just a little better, 148.4. Half track was 399, better than the 401 on the first pass. And that 606, better than the 608 on the first pass. So yeah, lane choice makes a difference. Or should I say, track prep makes a difference. Let's talk to Sam about that race.
That's like a world of difference.
That's
a world of difference. Well
Congratulations.
6-0, bro.
That was a little better.
That's moving.
Yeah,
That's moving.
well, the traction was that much better in the right lane.
Almost.
But they've really got that right lane, the left lane is properly prepped, which is why they're sending all the big tire cars down there.
Yeah,
And they're telling all the fast cars go in the left lane. So 6 passes we made tonight. We thought that 608 would be par for the course and that would only get slower from there, and it certainly did. In the right lane, 608, 617, 651, 655, 663, and then on much lower charge, 78% now, make a pass in the left lane, 606 at 119.6. Best mile an hour of the whole night. You'd think charge level is one of the big considerations, and it is a consideration, but not the biggest one. Traction, a far bigger factor here tonight. So we got to get going down to Showtime here. That event, they just opened the gates. So let's head down to Showtime for the big CyberFest and Furious event. Let's check it out.
Next on the Tesla Plaid channel.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. You got a heavily tuned Cadillac over here. Listen to that sucker. Crazy how synchronized these things are. Check that out. CyberFest 25. Sweet. Well, let's talk about the first race first.
Okay.
On the first race, it shows that your reaction time was 0.000.
I thought that was amazing. Is that possible?
It is absolutely possible. I've
Wow.
done it like...
I've never done a 00 before.
I've done it like twice out of 2,000 races.
Yeah. It's
So
only my 3rd time drag racing. So.
it's amazing. But remember, I told you, go on the last yellow,
Yep.
and you did.
I did.
And you didn't red light.
No.
And that ticket says 0.000.
So that's just solely on reaction time.
So that's crazy.
Yeah, that's just on reaction. I guess.
Yeah. Now, meantime, I was waiting for the light turn
Yep,
green,
yep.
and like my shirt says, if you wait for green, you're too late. And that's exactly what happened, because I was almost a half-second head start.
I think also because you're not getting traction. I think you would have been okay with the green.
If I would have been at
If your car was
608.
hooking, yeah, then you would have.
Yeah, but a
Really done
650 plus a half-second head start's not
No.
going to get it done. So even though I was 13 mile an hour
You're close.
faster,
Yeah, that's a
and
lot.
made it a little close to the end, you had me. And then on that second race, what happened
I didn't
was...
think you red lighted. I thought you just got a
So
great
what
job.
happened was, when we were staging, I went out a little bit too deep, and I knew it immediately. So you probably saw me back up, and then I didn't have time to do the launch control. I knew it. You were already on 2 bulbs, so I screwed it up. I screwed you up. You couldn't expect that I was doing all that. So I decided I'm just going to launch on the pedal. Well, launching on one pedal was completely different from launch control, and it reacts differently. And how much differently does it react? Well, about 0.01 different, and that was the red light.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But on the second pass, yeah, my numbers were still horrible.
Yeah.
I was still spinning. I actually did pedal it the second time. The first time...
My advantage.
Say again? Yeah, which is your
the bad
advantage.
traction.
So the first race between our cars,
Yeah.
I was just spinning all the way down, but I just kept it forward. I'm like, I'm
I
gonna
was
let
spinning
traction
too.
control do its thing, right? The second race, it's like traction controlling,
Yeah.
doing its thing. I'll pedal it. Didn't help me. And so even though I out-ET'd you on both races, you won the both fair and square. First one on a really slow reacting time, second one on a red light. Okay. So that's the way the ball
Let's do
bounces.
number 3 now.